Okay, I want to talk about some drum fills, ideas that work for me, and I'm gonna break it into three ideas or three sections. One is just creating some ideas for drum fills, and then we'll talk about recording and drum fills, and then live and drum fills. Okay, so a drum fill, first of all, is about adding a bit of flourish or excitement or energy to the beat that you're playing. So you figured out from the other segment that we did, you figured out your beat, and music is this rolling ball of continuous. I find it's in groups of 4 bars and 8 bars. Traditionally, it can sometimes be. It can be 9 bars, it could be 2 bars, but it's similar to math in that there's a lot of 4s and 8s. And something, when you listen to a song on the radio, when you listen to any song, notice what the drummer's doing and when they might do a drum fill or some sort of a flourish that kind of picks up the song. You might play 8 bars and that's the whole verse, and then they do something, and now we're into the chorus of the song. That's kind of a basic outlay of how a drum fill can work. So I'm gonna do groups of 4 just because of the format that we're in right now, and there's lots of stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna play a beat, and then after 4 bars, I'll do something. So I'm gonna do 2 or 3 examples of that, okay? Right? So we got 4 bars, and in that 4th bar, do something. So that's a little exercise you can just do on your own at your practice place, wherever your drums are. And listen to records, get ideas for types of drum fills, and memorize those things and make them. You want to build up your own little library of ideas. That's really what happens with any drummer that you watch that maybe plays with a famous artist, or you're hearing it on a recording. That's what they've been doing for years. They've been just playing drums and coming up with different ideas, right? I'll just play some other things here too. So there's a couple more things that you can, it's my gift to you. You can just listen to that. If there's something in there you like, try it out. And again, when I was talking about the bass drum, I'm saying it's all about different eighth notes that you might add or subtract to it. So with the groove and a fill, right? You got your beat, you cruise along, and just add little things. But you keep in mind 4-bar sections or 8-bar sections. You know, if you're in a band and you're writing a song or you have some songs, you know, either memorize it or I write stuff out so that I know how long the section is. And it's like the intro's 4 bars, you know. that helps if you get the idea. You do an intro, dynamically you come down, and there's the vocal, there's the verse part, and then you want to come up with a part. Kick, snare, hat. Come up with a part, and at the end of 4 bars or 8 bars, it doesn't have to be a lot. Sometimes it's just a hi-hat or a pea soup, as I like to call it. You're playing your groove. Listen to records. Some guys do nothing. Sometimes no fill is going to make the chorus amazing. I listen to records where that happens, and I play it again, and it's amazing to me. Sometimes there's nothing changing, and we're at the chorus. That's also sometimes dictated by who you're working with, maybe the writer or the producer in the studio.
Hey guys and girls, summer break will be over soon, and one of our first events in September is a workshop with the legendary Steward, the drummer for Bryan Adams. That's the drummer who played on Summer of '69, the album Reckless, and a lot of other songs of Bryan Adams. He's currently on tour with him, and he's also played on a lot of great recordings from Canada. A rock and roll legend, a rock star, and he will teach you for 2 hours on September 4th, and it's maxed out to 15 participants, 6 tickets sold already, so get your ticket now. That will be great, and I hope to see you there. So it's September 4th, 7:30 p.m., 2 hours, Steward, a legendary rock star.